you, Ryan Finley, not going to be wrong. Not going to be wrong. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to follow the running back here, and I'm going to go with one Mr. Leonard Fournette. So Leonard Fournette, last 4 games, averaging 8 attempts, 3 catches, dropped 3 against the damn Rams. The guy just needs volume. Leonard Fournette is a streaky player. So when he's got the touches and he's got the workload, he's going to give you those points. When he doesn't have that volume or that workload, the guy's a dud. The fact that he dropped 3 balls, one hit him right in the chest. Right in the chest. All he had to do was turn and run, and he completely blew it. So if you got Leonard Fournette and you're playing him, listen, this is going to be a Rojo game all day long. They're giving up 96 yards on the ground. They don't surrender a lot of catches to the running back. So they've only allowed 42 yards to the running back, and they've only given up 1 reception touchdown. So not a good day for Leonard.
All right, and now my next one is Corey Davis versus the Colts. The Colts defense is as solid as can be. They're allowing 7th fewest fantasy points to wide receivers. I think they're going to try to really control the game with Derrick Henry. I don't see Corey Davis producing this week.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you at that wide receiver position. I'm going to go with one Brandon Ayuk. Listen, Deebo Samuel coming back definitely hurts Brandon's value a little bit. Not to mention Nick Mullins loves to throw to the tight end, and the tight end is a favorable matchup against that Seattle team. But Seattle the last 3 weeks, I understand they're still giving up the points, but they've played a hell of a lot better. They're blitzing a little bit more. Not saying you should go out and pick them up and start them, but if you're a Brandon Ayuk owner, I would proceed with caution. So,
who did you say they're playing?
I got the Niners playing the Seattle.
Isn't Philly playing Seattle?
Oh, the Rams. My bad, the Rams.
I was confused by the players you were naming with the team.
I went to a public school, baby. I can't read.
Hey, dude, where's their heart?
Yeah, seriously. So, yeah, Niners, even against the Rams, I'll talk about that off the cuff. I definitely don't like that matchup.
No,
you got Jalen. That secondary is lethal.
Yeah.
Rams got a stud defense. So now you're, again, if you're playing any 49er offensively, maybe the tight end, but even now that they're playing the Rams, I'm not even sure. So
no, Aaron Donald's going to get there quick and mess things up for him.
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm going to move to the tight end position myself here, as I do not like Jared Cook versus the Broncos this week. He's only had 6 targets his last 3 games, which is pitiful. And, Taysom Hill has shown in his one start that he has tunnel vision and he's running the football. I don't think it works out for the tight end in this situation.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you again on that tight end position. So I do not want this person moving into my lineup. I don't even probably want him moving into my team. But that is a one Dallas Goedert. So I talked a little bit about it earlier. Zach Ertz trending towards playing this week. So now you're talking about 2 tight ends splitting shares, and they basically have Kim Kardashian throwing to him with Carson Wentz. And not to mention, they're going against a Seattle team that's only, and I'm right about this time, they are playing Seattle. But Seattle's only given up 3 touchdowns to tight ends. So I do not like either. I don't like any of the tight ends going up in this matchup, but based on just volume, there's not enough volume.
Yep. And I'm going to stick with the tight end position as well because I have 2 on here. I don't like Trey Burton this week.
Dang, prison's changed you.
Yeah, it has. The last time they played, he only had 3 targets when he played the Titans. I don't like that. They have all 3 tight ends this week. Mo Alley Cox is playing.
Yeah.
And holy crap, I'm having a brain fart. What's the
they got and Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle.
So
there's just it's not enough volume for the amount of mouths to feed.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And then plus you got Phillip Rivers throwing the ball, and he's going to be throwing to my man Michael Pittman Jr. Day long, all day long. Gotta love my man MPJ. So, yeah. I mean, I'm excited about you, Gary. I'm not excited about you.
Thank you for being excited about me.
Hey, man.
I really need somebody to be excited about me.
I aim to please, baby. I aim to please. But I'm excited about this week's matchups.
I have one more.
Oh, you have one more. I'm sorry, Gary. Go ahead. Proceed.
Sorry that I took one of yours, so you only had 6.
Yeah, well, I mean, we both had T. Higgins, so proceed.
I I don't like Jerick McKinnon versus the Rams.
Oh, yeah, he dropped.
God damn.
Especially if Mostert plays.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Monster might be back, so, I mean...
Coleman looks to be back.
Coleman looks to be back. The Rams defense has allowed third fewest points to running backs. And then here's one name that gets in the way, besides anybody else on San Francisco team. It's the Rams guy. Aaron fucking Donald. I mean, that dude is just a machine against the run. And he just plugs up everything and stops everything.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just, listen, at this point, Nick Mullins, that's who you're playing. They're going to stack the box, stop the run. Everybody knows Kyle Shanahan loves to run the ball. They're not going to make the playoffs, so what are they really playing for? At this point, just play for draft capital. They're 4-6. Rams are giving them 6.5. I agree with you 100%. So, that is so true. All right, so is there any other call-outs for fantasy that you want to talk about, Gare, that you want to, OG Munns, you want to call out? Anyone big that you're big on? Maybe a sleeper? Throw a sleeper out there. I keep throwing out Michael Pittman Jr. Give me one sleeper.
You like Michael Pittman?
I love Michael Pittman this week.
How about... Wow. Jesus.
Put you on the spot.
I know, you did. I wasn't even prepared for this. You got to put these in my notes, my show notes ahead of time, bro. So unprofessional of you. God. Let's see. I mean, he's not really a sleeper, but I think, once again, Justin Jefferson from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a sleeper, so I guess it doesn't count. But, yeah. I mean, Thielen is back. But either way, I think Justin Jefferson, he's proved to be a wide receiver, too, all day long.
Yeah. I agree. I will say this, and it's, again, I'm going to follow you. He's not a sleeper, but I think people are concerned because he's basically got a JV player throwing him the ball. Yeah. But I think he's still someone that you can roster. I think he's someone that you have to roster him, but you got to play him.
Play him as a wide receiver 3, and he's getting enough points to be wide receiver 3.
At the end of the day, this guy is still going to give you 7 to 10 targets, and his name is one Allen Robinson. So,
you started talking about somebody else.
Yeah, I'm talking about Allen Robinson.
Gary made a boo-boo.
I've seen people bag on Allen Robinson because the quarterback situation, if Trubisky comes back. I don't think Trubisky's going to be the guy. It's going to be this gray kid until Foles comes back. But I'll say this. If you're worried about playing A-Rob, I would worry about him playing this week because he's probably going to have a lot of Zaire Alexander on him. But he's got a decent schedule ahead of him. Don't drop him. Continue to play him. He's still, in my opinion, a wide receiver too because this guy is still going to give you 7 to 10 targets, and I'm all about volume. So that's my sleeper. I've just been receiving a lot of information on him. People are worried about him.
Look what he did with Trubisky last year, though.
Yeah.
You think about it. I mean, he's always produced with nothing.
Yeah. So we do have a couple of trade questions, Gary, that I want your input on. The first one is, I am being offered, this guy is offering me Keenan Allen for Mike Davis. So he wants Allen, and I'd be giving up Davis.
No.
Or no, he wants Allen, I'd be getting Mike Davis, but I am a CMC owner. And my wide receivers currently are Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Michael Thomas.
So you're stacked already.
I'm already stacked at wide receiver.
You're trading away a wide receiver 1 for a handcuff?
Yes. But my running backs right now are Miles Sanders and Jonathan Taylor. So if I accept this trade, because CMC's on my IR,
right? I'd get a running back this week,
right? I'd have CMC's handcuff.
I mean, so you'd have a running back this week, but
yes.
Then when CMC comes back, probably they're thinking. When are they thinking he's coming back?
Week 14 after their bye.
If you're already loaded at receiver and you're not playing Keenan Allen, he's on your bench, then I guess...
I'm in the playoff mix, and I have been playing Keenan Allen because of the Michael Thomas situation.
Yeah.
So my thought process was either I was going to counter with Michael Thomas, or if I accept the trade, I'm okay with it because I still have Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Michael Thomas.
Oh, man.
But I get screwed if Julio or Calvin Ridley go down.
Right. I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
I wouldn't do it. I can't. I mean, basically, even though for now he's a starter, that's a handcuff. You're trading a wide receiver 1 for a handcuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you have receivers, but that's just... I mean, he's got to throw something else in, I would say.
Yeah.
I would do it if he threw something else in that helps you out, gives you depth somewhere else, maybe a tight end or something. If is the guy stacked at tight end?
I'll tell you
Does
right.
he have two,
Well,
start?
no, my tight end is Mark Andrews.
Oh, so you're on the same page.
Listen, I'm a tradeaholic.
Yeah.
I make moves, baby. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, people get
That's
down
the
on
only
these
way to
guys.
win. That's the only way to
People
win.
get down on these guys, and who's there to grab that beautiful butterfly, baby? This guy.
And the thing is, you're one of those people though that thinks about needs. Like I need this, so you'll value something different. A lot of the people that I seem to play with do not understand that, and you look at their team and you go, "Well, listen, this is a need for you,
Yeah.
and I need this. So you trade me him, and I will trade you your two needs." Yeah, I mean, overall on the edge it doesn't look great, but some people need to think that they need to trade with needs as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. People look at trades. I get a lot of trades, and it's just basically trades to make a trade.
Yeah.
And how I feel about trades is two things. If it makes your roster better, it's valuable trade. If it hurts your opponent and makes your roster better, that's even better.
Even better.
So if you're scared of a lineup that you might see in the playoffs and things like that, and this guy is desperate to get into the playoffs, and it worsens that team, you pull that shit all day long. So I got one more for you, Gare. I want to get your take on it. I want to pull it up. One more time. Now I got the fucking song in my head. All right, let's go with DeAndre Swift. Actually, that was another trade. Last night I traded away Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. In return, I got Joe Mixon and Mike Davis, and I am a CMC owner, and I have in this league, my running backs are Kareem Hunt, Christian McCaffrey. And that's pretty much it. So again, I got Joe Mixon, who is expected to play Week 14,
Yeah,
and Mike Davis, who I can play now,
yeah.
in exchange for Miles Sanders and his handcuff Boston Scott.
This dude must be an Eagles fan.
No, this is actually a guy that's a Patriots fan.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's sick of Miles Sanders.
He's sick of Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon keeps ramming it up his
He
ass.
wants Miles Sanders. He thinks he's going to bounce back.
Yeah. And I think that he looked ahead because he's fighting for his playoff life. I think he looked ahead and saw Mike Davis on a bye next week.
Yeah.
So he was like, maybe I can sell high on Mike Davis.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I would. I think. Philly has a tough schedule going. Their playoff schedule for them, for Miles Sanders is. They play. Don't they play the Ravens?
Oh, I don't. I lied to you. I do have Wayne Gallman on my bench.
Well, that's good. That's good this week.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know Philly's schedule, but I know they. From everything I've read, they have out of the 3 teams that are possibly going to win that division, them and the Giants have the hardest remaining 6 games. So I'm guessing they're pretty similar.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt about it too. I looked at it and I said, you know what? Even if CMC doesn't come back, I have Mike Davis. He'll still be an RB1 for the remainder of the season, including going into the playoffs. But even then, Joe Mixon. The only thing that fears about Joe Mixon is now without Joe Burrow, teams are going to just stack the box. They're going to be stopping Joe Mixon all day long. So I agree. So let's give that is going to wrap it up for our Win It Wednesday. Hopefully you got enough information to go out there and kick your opponent's ass. I will actually be back not doing a Thursday special, but we will be back Saturday to get you ready for those Sunday matchups. We are going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor.
Yes, Hometown Tire. All right, get there for all your rubber needs. And when we say rubbers, of course we mean tires. Go down, see Maddie and Kyla. They will take care of you. There's no lines. There's a line. You got to jump in line, but there's no appointment needed. You get down there, they will take care of you, okay?
He meant lines like cocaine. There's no lines.
Yeah, there's no lines.
Yeah, you're not going to see that
Yeah,
there.
they're located at 525 Ashton Street in North Adams. Like I said, no appointment needed. Just show up. Maddie and Kyla, the best in the Berkshires. Voted number 1, baby.
Let's go. That's right. That's my bun. So that is going to wrap it up for your Win It Wicked Wednesday fantasy show. As always, be sure to check us out on the book at Hometown Sports Trash Talk Podcast. You can also visit us on our website at Hometown Sports Trash Talk Podcast.GoDaddySites.com. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to check out those Week 12 fantasy projections. to help you lose all your Week 12 fantasy matchups. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We are out.